investing locally and creating opportunities for others and jobs is one of the biggest things you can do. If anyone ever needed help, I'm happy to help, and I've always encouraged people to start their business because it's one of the most exhilarating, frustrating, but rewarding things you can do. Take that chance and fail, because if you don't fail, then you're not going to better. Josh Swisher. I started Northface Construction when I was 18 years old. And a little bit about what we do exterior remodeling on residential and some light commercial properties. We do roofing, siding, windows, gutters, and just general restoration. That's a funny story, actually. I started roofing when I was 15, but I was paid cash for a number of years, and you want to show income. So when I turned 18, I was actually taking my first intro to business class at an Elk River Community College, and I learned what a limited liability company was that night. So I started Northface Construction at that time in Secretary of State, and that was our first year in business. Yeah, we've definitely expanded, and that was in 2010. So technically on paper, we've been in business coming on 12 years. I graduated from St. Cloud State University. Not much, we didn't do much actual contracting because I wasn't licensed when I first started the business. I got licensed in 2011, 2012, I think, when I was going to college. And then that's when it kind of started. Did a job here, job there, living at my parents in their basement, and yeah, it's just kind of grown, and now we have 18 full-time employees.
Oh, wow.
Do a couple hundred projects a year right now, so it's just, and we keep growing every year, so it's a fun ride. Actually, I am a little partial to one that we just are finishing up the last final punch list details on today. We have a house that we did a full remodel in Ramsey, but this one was unique in the sense that it was our largest residential project by revenue that we've ever done. And it also was a friend's brother, and that referred us to him. So it's kind of cool that the marketing agency we work with, his brother owns the home. He's a small business owner as well, and he hired us to restore his home. Part of it was paid for by an insurance company, but they did tons of upgrades on the house, and we were able to transform it. It's like that, the black windows, the white farmhouse exterior with some woodwork and custom doors, everything brand new. Roof, siding, windows, everything from top to bottom on the outside brand new. And it is gorgeous, and we're actually doing videography and getting that edited right now. Currently I'm building my barn, which will have an apartment in it, and then I'll build my actual home in a year or two. So. In construction, you're always going to have problems, and your tolerance for the adversity that you're going to face depends on your experience and time in the industry. I don't get too whipped up or excited or frustrated by most of the things that come up anymore, but what we need to understand is, for our customers, this is a once in a 20-year, once in a lifetime project, and they don't do construction projects every day. So it's really important to keep that in mind, that we're also there to provide an experience of calmness and trust and security for them when these problems will come up. Because I don't care who tells you when you're doing construction, there's going to be an issue, no matter what. You can do all the planning in the world, something is going to change, weather event, this, that, the other thing. And it's not about eliminating those, it's mitigating the risk, but then also how you handle the risks when the problems come up and how you address it with your customer on your customer service. And that's one thing that we pride ourselves on. Absolutely. Part of our purpose is to provide a quality customer experience through the use of technology, quality-oriented process management. So we're always challenging how we do things and always keeping quality in mind. It reduces risk for the company, it creates trust with the customer. And at the end of the day, as you might see, like on the front of this bench and like other things, we have something that's called our CFLM. And that's our cultural movement of 2021 that we kind of put together. That means customer for life mindset. So all of the people that we interact with, whether or not they hire us, our goal is to create a customer for life. Because that's a sustainable business model. You treat them the way you want to be treated. You provide them the quality that you would expect. And they're going to come back and they're going to refer their friends. And even if they don't hire us today, they're going to hire us tomorrow or in the future because they just know they're going to get taken care of. Where I see Northface Construction 5 to 10 years down the road is more or less as, well, part of our vision is to be the Metro Minneapolis-St. Paul exterior contractor of choice. So we want to be the company that people think of when they want a quality project and a quality experience for a competitive price. At the end of the day, like my goal for the company is I'd like to see an organization where people can come and have very good health benefits, they can have great retirement benefits, and they can have a career here, no matter if they start at 18 years old or whatever, and they can retire from this company. It's only about 12 years old, but I'd like to see people have an opportunity to have a career that's long. So how do you do that? You got to get big enough and sustainable enough in the markets that you serve that can provide growth opportunities and the strength in the business stability to provide those benefits long term. We want to keep growing. Yeah, so we are serve the Twin Cities Metro and surrounding suburbs. We also service central Minnesota, St. Cloud, and up in that area. We will be, if we follow our plan of growth, we will be expanding into further markets, but more regionally based in growing the service area. We try to source our materials locally. We have, if we can do Minnesota made, we're going to try our best. So one product that is Minnesota made that we use is Louisiana Pacific or LP Smart Side Siding. That's manufactured in Two Harbors, Minnesota, sourced from trees locally, and they plant 2 trees for every one they harvest. GAF roofing shingles, we're certified master elite contractors, so we provide like 20. They back up our labor and inspect our projects. The manufacturing plant is in Minneapolis. Another product that we use is Edco Materials. They're Hopkins-based Minnesota company, and that's for metal that we use for flashings, like edge metals, roofing materials, all that stuff. So we try to buy everything as much as we can locally because it makes sense to keep the money local. And just in logistics too of sourcing material, if you're getting it from a manufacturer who's local, chances are it's going to be a little easier. You're not going to have as many issues, especially in the climate we're in right now. Do it. Do it. Because we need small businesses in our economy. If they are dying and disappearing, then something's wrong. We need to be investing in each other locally to be sustainable and create a community that is not beholden to large corporations. I mean, they have their place. We have a need for them. They're satisfying a need. There's no doubt about that. But in this economy and the world that we're in, investing locally and creating opportunities for others and jobs is one of the biggest things you can do for the area you're around. I don't care if it's someone that's competing with me or whatever. If anyone ever needed help, I'm happy to help, and I've always encouraged people to start their business because it's one of the most exhilarating, frustrating, but rewarding things you can do. Your future's in your hands, and what I always told myself is when I was graduating St. Cloud State, I graduated with a business entrepreneurship degree. And at that time, the business wasn't producing, it was kind of on the edge. Like I had made just enough money that I knew I could make a career out of doing this. But I also was applying at Target. I was applying at, for business analyst position. I was applying Polaris Corporation, entry-level business analyst positions. And I literally was sitting there, And I was like, you know what? If I don't try, I'll never know. Because at the end of the day, if you fail, what's the worst that's going to happen? It's just money. You're not going to lose your family. You're not going to lose the things you love. Just go for it. Take that chance and fail. Because if you don't fail, then you're not going to better. You can't be afraid to fail. Failure is good because that means you're that much closer to success.